Good morning to all. I am Sangeeta, Department of Assistant Professor, Department of Physics. Now I am going to take about the topic basics of laser. Laser stands for the first letters of light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. It is discovered by T.H. Meinman in the year of 1960. The properties of laser is high intensity, high directional and high coherence and purely monochromatic. What is high intensity? Which means light is highly intense than the conventional light. High directional is mean by the light ray coming from an ordinary light source travels in all directions, but laser light travels in a single direction. For example, the light emitted from torchlights spreads 1 kilometer distance, but the laser light spreads a few centimeters distance, even it travels lakhs kilometer distance. High coherence, which means the predictable correlation of the amplitude and phase and any one point with another point is called coherence. That means if two or more waves in same frequency or in the same phase or have constant phase difference, them these waves are solid to be coherent in nature. Then purely monochromatic. Monochromatic is a single, means single. Monochromatic light is a light coherence in a single color or single wavelength. The light emitted from ordinary light source have different energies, frequencies, wavelength or colors, but laser light has a single wavelength or color. Next one is principles of lasers. The principles of laser is described as absorption, spontaneous emission and stimulated emission. What is absorption? This image is focused as the emission of ground state electron to the excited state electron. The absorption means the atom is ground state, that is E1 absorbs a photon of energy h nu and goes to the excited state E2. This is called absorption. Spontaneous emissions means the atom's excited state E2 returns to the ground state E1 by emission a photon of energy h nu without any help of external triggering. This is called spontaneous emissions. Next one is stimulated emission. The atom is excited state E2 returns to the ground state E1 with the help of external triggering. This is called stimulated emission. This stimulated emission and spontaneous emission and absorptions are taking place under the population of inversion. What is the population of inversions means? That essential requirement, this is mainly essential requirement for the producing a laser beams. This population inversion is state that achieving more number of atoms in excited state than that of the ground state is called population inversions. It achieved by the pumping process. What is the pumping process? The process is raising more number of atoms in the excited state by artificial means is called pumping process. Thank you.